Yeah, hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match in the dark.
And coming up next is the UFC's welterweight division matchup. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 167 pounds. Fighting out of Hobart, Indiana, Monster. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Oh, man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time. You can see him drive his shin into his opponent. Such a fast leg kick. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Blocks that strike. Connects with the right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Good punch land.
Lee's kick to the body is blocked.
His hands are down. High kick, high kick.
Right hook to the body. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Turn it around.
And he comes through with a big knee.
Nice high kick.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Lee gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. 5 minutes in the books.
Take a deep breath in. You're not defending yourself. This guy can hurt you. You gotta be smart. This isn't the way we trained in the gym. Keep your hands.
All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, DC, buckle up. Here we go with our next round. High number of kicks landed in the previous round, and he'll look to keep it going here.
He'll look to keep winning the fight with his kicks. He's throwing high kick, leg kick, body kick. He's even throwing a couple spin kicks in there. This guy is so educated with fighting with his legs. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Just missed on the front kick there. How good is that right hand? Just out of range with that right hook.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt. Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Let's get busy with those hands now, man.
Oh, man, head kick lands. Big kick.
Straight right hand, no good.
Nice head kick.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Hands up, hands up.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Also, the taller fighter lands a knee yet again.
He gets to a spot, the tie clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly. Look at the angle of that nice body kick. what a punch.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. He loaded up on that right hand, too.
All right, a lot of high-level highlights from that last round, DC. Take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
You're really pushing hard, I can see that. But we have to be more effective with our contact. Don't just throw punches for the sake of throwing punches. You're gonna get tired.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him.
That was so impressive to see someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Circling to his right.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. It almost looked like he went limp there for a second. Nice body kick right under the elbow.
This fight's gonna be over for us.
What a great way of mixing up his attacks. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. Big kick lands.
Knee to the body.
Hands up for me, come on now. Let's move, let's recompose, stay.
Beautiful body kick.
Some nice back and forth action here. That punch no good. Slips the punch nicely there.
Good stick.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, uppercut to the head, but it's blocked there by Lee. Lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Liver kick. Nice super punch. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Oh,
He put him to sleep.
oh, big diving punch is good.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. And what a round!
Excellent work. All those rounds on the pads in the gym have paid off. Now we're going to continue. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Oh, and he caught the kick.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this move. Go finish his fight.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Oh, he got it bad! Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Somehow stays in the fight. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Good work from the top here by Lee. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen the skill of the ground and pound fighter. This young man is as good as any.
And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done, he's done.
Yeah, brutal elbow to stop his opponent right there in his tracks, and it really takes strong technique to deliver a shot like that to maximize force over a short distance. But man, when guys do it right with those elbows, it is absolutely devastating. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? This is going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.